FC Augsburg is a Bavarian football club playing in the German First Division. Its stadium, opened in 2009, at first glance looks like any other football stadium, but only at first glance.
In der Planungsphase hat man natürlich sich überlegt, was man hier für eine Arena errichten will. Und eine der zentralen Ideen, die dann umgesetzt wurden, ist die der CO2-Neutralität und der Energieeffizienz.
Yes, a stadium requires a huge amount of energy to function. For a match in winter, you often need to thaw out the pitch, using an underground heating system.
Wir hatten im alten Stadion eine Rasenheizung und diese Rasenheizung, die brauchte für ein einziges Spiel, welches im Winter stattfand, bis zu 10.000 Liter Heizöl.
That's an incredible waste of energy before you even consider the financial burden for the club and the tons of carbon dioxide emitted. But that was before. The new Augsburg Stadium is equipped with a new heating system based on heat pumps, and it primarily uses underground water present in the region.
Grundwasser hat das ganze Jahr eine durchschnittliche Temperatur so zwischen 8 und 10 Grad Celsius. So können wir eben diesem Grundwasser Wärme entziehen, erst einmal in einem ersten Schritt nur mit Grundwasser versorgen. Wenn das nicht mehr ausreicht, dann schalten wir die Wärmepumpen dazu und erzeugen eine Temperatur Größenordnung bis zu 30 Grad, um eben Schnee abschmelzen zu können beim Rasen.
This system, fueled exclusively with green electricity, also exists for individual housing. It prevents hundreds of tons of CO2 emissions per year, and it provides important energy savings. Although the initial investment is greater, there are considerable benefits for the club, and not just for its image.
Momentan hat sich jetzt noch kein großer finanzieller Vorteil dadurch ergeben, weil es natürlich ein Finanzierungskonzept ist, das langfristig angelegt ist. Aber insbesondere in Anbetracht von steigenden Energiepreisen in den nächsten Jahren rechnen wir eigentlich damit, dass es auf jeden Fall ein Wettbewerbsvorteil sein wird.
The bosses of FC Augsburg have understood that renewable energies aren't only good for the environment. Sissi Müller is sure too. They also present a real economic advantage, and not just for private companies. That's why Sissi formed her startup company, Green Crowding, in Brussels in 2012.
I saw that it's harder and harder for renewable projects, solar and wind, to find finance from banks and governments. Yet there are like a lot of private savings in Europe, and I hope they're willing to match the two.
Her idea was to launch a crowdfunding website, an online platform which allows individuals to invest their money directly in projects and then to receive a small annual interest payment. The site is currently proposing co-financing for small green projects, like, for example, the installation of solar panels on the roof of a school.
So we focus on 3 areas now, which is solar, wind and energy efficiency. And the projects are really small with small returns. It's really low risk for the investor and very predictable.
The system is very simple. The site displays all the information on the selected projects and their promoters, and the interested citizen can invest in a few minutes.
We start in Germany, which is also the largest market by absolute number by far, but the focus is also to expand EU-wide. And our vision is really to be the next 5 years to provide a real alternative to banks, to really be like a trusted source of direct investments into good green infrastructure.
So, sustainable energy solutions can really allow everyone to gain. It's also easy to make small investments at home to reduce our energy consumption and therefore our bills. But there are also large-scale initiatives that benefit a whole community. This is illustrated by the island of El Hierro in the Canary Islands. Rebecca is 18 years old. One of her passions is the local music. But like her sister and parents, she's also very aware of the need to protect the environment. And she's particularly enthusiastic about a new prospect.
Sí, bueno, eso dicen que vamos a poder al autoabastecernos, vamos a poder gastar menos energía, o sea, no gastar tanto a lo mejor dinero en común para todos. Es bueno para el mundo y para cada uno de nosotros.
The installation Rebecca is talking about is a real revolution for the island and its inhabitants. A new and very ambitious energy project which will soon become a reality. Almost 12,000 people live on El Hierro. The natural environment is exceptional and the island is a UNESCO World Biosphere Reserve. However, energy has always been a worry for residents, especially since desalination of seawater represents at least 40% of the island's electricity consumption. That electricity is produced using diesel, so 6,000 tons of fuel are imported every year. But in a few weeks, everything will change.
Con este sistema lo que haríamos es hacer independiente, es decir, no tener dependencia del exterior. Por eso queremos abastecer a la isla de energías del 100% renovable.
These are the final adjustments before the Corona del Viento comes into service, the brand new hydro wind plant co-financed by the public authorities and an electricity producer. How does it work? 5 wind generators produce the electricity for the island's activities, and at the same time, they operate a pump that will fill a reservoir a few hundred meters higher up.
En los casos que no hay viento suficiente para abastecer a la demanda de la isla del Hierro, lo que hacemos es provocar un salto hidráulico y combinarlo con las turbinas y generar esa energía.
The water ends up in the reservoir downstream before being pumped back up again. This ingenious system means that potential energy can be stored.
El depósito superior equivale a una pila y se puede recargar y cargar tantas veces como se quiera y no tiene vida útil. Su vida útil es lo que dura el depósito, toda su vida, sus 100 años de vida. Este sistema no solo es bueno para Isla del Hierro, sino para todas las islas en el mundo.
The authorities in El Hierro want to go even further and replace all the cars with electric vehicles. Although the investment is up to 65 million euros, the plant should quickly prove profitable.
En términos en torno a 1,5, entendemos 1,5 a 2 millones de euros anuales. Por lo tanto, conseguimos dos cosas: ser independientes del exterior, producimos nuestra propia energía y nuestra propia agua, y en segundo término, somos capaces de no gastar dinero en petróleo, sino además ganar dinero en la producción de la energía.
In Augsburg, Brussels or El Hierro, as elsewhere in Europe, energy efficiency and renewable energy solutions are allowing citizens, companies and public institutions to make savings, to make money, to improve the competitiveness of our industry and to create jobs. It's not by chance that this energy transition, which is also beneficial for our environment, was made a priority in the European Union strategy for 2020, of which the goal is inclusive and sustainable growth.